Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your weekly podcast with the Pick a Pick. No, we're trading up 1,000 very rare drop items all the way to black market. But as you know, we like to sit back, relax, have a chat, look at questions and comments from the previous episode, and just see what happens. It's a good time. I enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy it as well. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, these videos do cost about 30,000 credits to make, and with the new sponsor on the channel, I'm trying to make them more regularly, so at least once a week. I'm really enjoying it. So if you do want to get something from the sponsors, get some very rare drop items, for example, to trade it yourself, then you can check them out using the link in the description, and be sure to use code PIXEL for 6% off your purchase. Get your own account so you can collect logo points and get free items in the future. So I'm going to play the intro, then we're going to get in, do some trade ups, have a chat, have a good time. This video is brought to you and sponsored by Logo.com. Go and buy your items. That's me, by the way, the salesman in the photo. All you got to do is put the items you want in your cart, tell them your account, and they'll add you to trade with. And make sure you use code PIXEL at checkout for 6% off your purchase. So be sure to click the link below and check it out today. Anyone else completely hooked on the AI voices trend on TikTok? You've got, right, okay, let's go. We'll go top three AI covers that I have found currently on TikTok. So, in no particular order, we have Golden Hour by SpongeBob, and I forget the character's name. Begins with an M, but my goodness, the high notes absolutely kills it. So that's in my top three. Another one, you would have heard it on stream. It's Diamonds by Plankton. Absolutely unbelievable. And number three, I would have liked to have done a top three including exclusively this artist. It's my boy Eric Cartman. What an unbelievable voice he has. What one is it? Is it Evanescence? Is that what it is? Go check out Eric Cartman AI covers right now. They are absolutely phenomenal. You know what? We're going left field. Let me show you some of these bad boys. Oh my gosh, listen to the passion. Let me turn it up. Right, here we go.
My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find me there and bleed it back home.
Unreal. This gets you pumped. Unreal trend. Absolutely love it. Hey Pixel, why don't you do hype music right before you get a great trader when you're editing? Imagine I get a white octane in this video and you just hear in the background Eric Cartman, just the voice getting louder and louder, and it's like, it's every time we touch, and I just that's so funny. We have a comment that says vlog when you go to Germany. So I am going to Germany for Worlds in a couple of days by the time you watch this video. First of all, one comment I want to see, because obviously this is going out, will be on the 7th of August, so I will see these comments before I go. Are you going to the Rocket League World Championships? Let me know in the comments if you are, because then I'll know who I'm seeing. Maybe I would recommend, if you are going to Worlds and you want to meet me, follow me on Twitter. I really hardly ever plug my social media because, and to be honest, back in the day, I wish I did. You know, when the channel was booming, I wish I did plug my socials because then we'd have, you know, more followers over there. But I never did because I didn't want to like sound like a beg. But if you are going to Worlds and you want to meet me, actually do follow me on Twitter because it will be useful to you, because I will probably at some point maybe tweet out being like, yo, I'm here, come say hi, that sort of thing. So yeah, but should I said to my friend, I'm going with a few friends, I said I think because of how much I value the Dallas vlogs from last year's World Championships, dub, I do want to make at least one vlog out of the week that I'm there in Germany. Obviously, with Dallas, I went with ENDPOINT and I did ENDPOINT's vlog. So I have a vlog of every day out there. I want to get a balance of that because the reason that vlog was so successful and was able to be pumped out so quick is I filmed the vlog of the day, right, during the day, and then would upload the clips at nighttime in time for the editors at ENDPOINT to wake up in the UK. So then the vlog was edited while I was asleep in America by those working in the UK. So that's kind of sick. So we had quite a cool little operation going. Don't get me wrong, it was still a little bit stressful, and there were a couple of occasions, like a couple of meetups in Dallas that I missed because like, oh, I've got to go home and upload clips and stuff like that because I was kind of there in like a work capacity. But the problem is when I'm not there for ENDPOINT vlogging, for example, I'm then no longer obliged to vlog because obviously I had to vlog. So that made me, I was like, right, I have to do it. I don't have a choice. I'm going to do it. And I'm very grateful that I did, because when I went to LA for the spring, was it the spring major or winter major? I think it was last year. I wanted to vlog, I filmed an intro, and then I didn't because I didn't have to, and I was so caught up in the event. I think I'm very much... Oh, it's grey. It's a grey mug. It's a gruk. I am very present in the moment when it comes to stuff that is, you know, not everyday life, for example. Like, yeah, during the day when I'm at my desk here, like, I'll check my phone periodically. I've got my phone right here. You know, that's just what we do. But if I'm out, say, for example, like I'm at cricket, I don't have access to my phone. It's in my bag. It's way away. If I'm out with friends, I don't go on my phone. I never go out with friends. Literally, I will never go out with friends or go out with someone and be on my phone having a conversation to someone else. I literally will not do that because I am there in the moment for my friends. So most of the time, obviously, because I'm in Germany for a week, I will be on my phone in a bit more. But obviously, day-to-day life, if I'm only with my friends for a few hours, I am not going to waste that time on my phone. I might check my phone, but not on my phone having a conversation to someone that's not there. That makes no sense to me. So... yeah, I'm very much in the moment, which means I forget to vlog moments. Like, you see people at concerts, at sports games, they take out their phone, they video stuff. Thing is, right, I totally get taking your phone out to have a picture with the boys or something like that, because that is a good representation memory of the night. But let's say you're in a club or whatever. Why would you take your phone out and just film around? I don't get that. I know people upload it to social media and stuff so that other people can see how, you know, what a great time they're having. I don't do that. One, my camera phone is not particularly great quality. But two, I'm not going to look back on that footage of some random club and be like, oh yeah, that was sick. I'll look back on photos of me and my friends, for example, or I'll have the memories. And it's a bit like that bit in Afterlife where Ricky Gervais's character, Tony, he's like, I think life is precious because you can't watch it again, talking about, you know, real life versus movies and stuff. And I kind of agree. I think that there's so many moments and memories that are so exclusive to me. You can have a completely different experience of the same thing to someone else because it's seen through your eyes from your perspective in your position. So all of my memories are, on the one hand, shared with those that are around me, but then on another hand, or on the other hand, are completely unique and exclusive to me, and I think that's what makes them so special, and that's what makes me all like warm and fuzzy when I recall my memories from my brain. So I'm terrible, basically. Long-standing, long-winded point is I'm terrible at remembering to take out a camera and vlog something. Whereas when I was doing it for Endpoint, I would remember, like, for example, like taking B-roll footage. You don't do that. Like, when you're out with your... Some people really do that. You know, like, they'll go to, say, a bar or something, and as they're walking in, they'll film themselves, like, walking up to the bar, or filming the street with the cars. Like, but most people don't film B-roll for their life. But when you're vlogging and you have an idea of a narrative in your head, you do film that. So I want to try and find a happy middle ground in Germany where maybe I film a few clips here and there. And I think it'll be easier because I'm not going alone. When I was going alone in America, it was either film B-roll and landscape or film myself. Whereas it's a lot easier to kind of combine the two and get that B-roll footage. Gold Octane, baby! It's going in the thumbnail again! It's a lot easier to get that sort of footage when you're filming your friends. So, to be honest, my vlog will be probably mostly made up of the people I'm going with as opposed to me, because essentially the vlog, it could be one of two things. It could either be me trying to invite you in on my day, so filming me, or it could be a video diary of my experience, so filming from my point of view. And it's like trying to find the balance of that. But because I'm out there for a week, I won't do daily vlogs, but I want to try and get one kind of video of the event together because there are so many people there that I'm going to meet again. There are... Oh, give me that luck, baby! Sky Blue! I hope Eric Cartman started playing. Probably didn't. I don't know. Definitely didn't. 99% sure it didn't, but maybe I'll remember to put it in. I don't know. But, you know, there are people that are going to Worlds that I haven't seen since last Worlds a year ago, and I'm so excited to see them again because it is just an absolutely phenomenal time. Now, I would encourage anyone to go to a LAN, especially if you've got friends to go with. I'm obviously coming at it from a different angle in the sense that not only do I get to go to LAN, enjoy Rocket League, I'm going to meet so many people. Like, this is not to sound big-headed, but if you're a regular viewer of Rocket League, you go and you kind of enjoy the Rocket League, you enjoy the company of people you're with, you might meet a few people that you watch or something like that, or people you know online. But for me personally, I get the best of both. I get to meet all the people that I've met through the content creation side of things, all the people that I've worked with and everything like that. And then I do get to meet the people that want to meet me and watch my videos. And I get, genuinely, just as much joy out of meeting you as you get out of meeting me. There are some of the vibes that I get. I mean, I've never had a negative fan/viewer experience. Not even a viewer. Even if someone's like, oh yeah, I know your stuff, you're kind of cool. Like, they don't actually really watch me, but they just want to say hi. Like, I have never once had a bad experience. So if you're there, if you see me ever, unless I'm literally going to the bathroom right then and there, you can pretty much come up and say hello. I absolutely adore that. I love the level of, like, I'm not going to call it fame, but like, well known I am, because I can live a normal life without being bothered by tons and tons of people. But then, you know, every week or so I'll get someone, or at these events, for example, I'll have a bunch of people come up to me, and it just it's so damn heartwarming, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, that was a massive long talk about Germany and stuff. There's another comment here that says, what has been your favorite moment with these trade ups? I do think that the one that really springs to mind, there's White Octane after White Octane, of course, but I think I'm going to go with the Black Standard live moment, and there's a few reasons for this. Obviously, Black Standards are insane. We're actually yet to get a painted standard today, but I was doing a live stream, and I traded up to a Black Standard, so immediately it's extra cool because there's hype of the live chat, everyone's getting involved, and everyone's hyped as well. But the reason it's probably the best moment for me is not only did I get to share that with you lot, is the fact that it was so unlikely, because it was the only trade up I could do. It wasn't like a big video like this where I'm doing hundreds of trade ups. It was a one-off trade up while I was live, and I happened to get the second best item you could get. Like, that was probably, yeah, my favorite one, for example. How'd you get all the items to trade up? So you would have seen on my friends list, there's a guy called Eastwind. Basically, they are a crazy trader. They go out, do all the trades, get all these items for me, and I trade for them. So they essentially put in the work of gathering, collecting all these items, and then we trade for them. It takes goddamn ages to just trade 1,000 items like this. In a trade, takes about half an hour of just non-stop trades. But, you know, it's worth it. We've got another long comment here. This is interesting. Haven't watched you in years because I stopped playing Rocket League. Valid. But I'm glad these types of videos are still around. I like the podcast part of it. Huge. Very engaging with the community. Maybe I'll get back into Rocket League and try to get another GC title. I mean, that is always a shout. There's always something you can go for in Rocket League. And maybe I'll get back to that. Also, the Stampy era on YouTube were the best times. I miss the videos so much. Might have to go back and watch some Let's Plays. So obviously in the last episode, I spoke about basically, yeah, the Stampy era of YouTube. If you... Oh, yes! I paused because I knew something was coming. I knew it was coming. That is a massive dub. Fun fact, you may or may not know this. I believe it was episode 218. So you can go back and check that. I'm pretty sure it was episode 218. Is the episode I got put into Stampy's Love Garden. Now, if you don't know Stampy at all, and you just hear that sentence, you might be like, what the heck are you talking about? But I am in Stampy Longhead's Love Garden. So there you go. And it's not under the name pickapixel because I made a video for Stampy before pickapixel was created on one of my old channels called Infobuzz, which, fun fact, was a combination of my two favorite Pokemon at the time, Infernape and Electabuzz. Quite a rogue shout, but I make very good YouTube channel names. I will say that. You know, I've come up with some absolute crackers, but yeah, Infobuzz was one of them, and that is in Stampy's Love Garden. But I tell you what's interesting. They said maybe I'll get back into Rocket League and get another GC title. I think it's very much human nature to be encouraged by sort of a challenge to be accepted and to conquer, right? So you've got to give yourself a goal. Now, obviously, let's say the ultimate goal in Rocket League is become the best player in the world and become a pro player, etc. Most people aren't going to get there, right? But you can break things down into smaller goals. Like, for example, they said maybe go for another GC title. Bottom line is, if you make it a point to make that your goal, I would argue that working towards and then achieving that goal is just as rewarding in certain areas. Obviously, for example, financially and, you know, fame-wise, becoming the best player in the world is way more rewarding than reaching GC in Snow Day. But similarly, if you tell yourself, this is my goal for this season, I want to reach this rank and I want to achieve it, it feels just as good to achieve that. For example, I was at the gym yesterday with my boy Emilio, who I will also be sharing a room with at Worlds in Germany. So it all comes full circle. We were at the gym. We didn't hit any personal bests in terms of maximum weight lifted, but we hit other little actually no, we did on some machines, but you know, we hit other little personal bests. So for example, we might have hit a different weight with perfect form for X amount of reps. We might have put in just more effort on that day. There are ways to have little wins here and there that just honestly make life worth living. I think every single day you should have not necessarily a strict to-do list, but things in your mind that you want to go for and you want to achieve. Because similarly with negative reinforcement, if you keep battering yourself and you keep telling yourself negative things, you're going to feel negative. If you keep winning every day, then you are going to improve in life. And that's not to say you should only have the biggest goals ever, because then you might work towards a goal and achieve a goal every couple of years. You should fill your life with little wins, and then it makes life more enjoyable. Like me, filming this video. A win is a win. Getting a painted octane. A win's a win. I've got a black market trader video coming out in a couple of days' time. When I tell you there are so many wins in that video, it's almost hard to count. It's only 10 a.m. for me this morning, and I've had at least 5 wins today. And that's what makes life worth living. So, yeah, a win's a win. Set yourself some goals that are smart goals, which are... What are the smart goals? Something. Smart might just stand for smart. Measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. So, if your goals are smart, S-M-A-R-T, then you are more likely to achieve them, right? You're measurable, so you're not just going to say, I want to eat healthy. That's not really measurable. So, you make it measurable. I want to eat 100 grams of protein, right? Achievable, 100 grams of protein as opposed to 500 grams of protein in a day. Realistic, similar sort of thing. And time-based, I want to do it by 2 weeks. I want to do it for a month. Give yourself the best start at achieving goals. Make them smart, and you will achieve. You will succeed. That's how I've done everything in my life, and I would say I'm pretty happy, for the most part, where I am. So yeah, that's the podcast over with. Let's trade up to black market, see what we can get. We got a white standard, came in absolutely clutch, and 2 painted octanes. So big dub, 2 Fenix as well, I think. So I'm loving it. Alright, so we've got enough exotics to trade up to 7 black markets. I'm going to use these Crimson Lobos sparingly, if you know, you know, because they are very lucky. So I'm going to pull that back, put the Zomba in for a Spectre. Glad I didn't taint the logos with that attempt. Let's go for this one. Biomass, we need the Crimson Lobos. Where are they? There they are, right at the beginning. Bang, bang, bang. Luck! Okay, Hellfire, it's better than the others. It's better than the others. Let's see what we can get here. He waves it up! It's one of the big 5. It's one of the ones that I forget. Until it pops up, I'm like, that is a massive win. That is a massive win. Let's chuck in the Crimson Lobos for a W back-to-back. Fireworks, okay. The less said about that, the better. Dissolver! I think that is the first time in months for one of these trade-up videos where in the very few trade-ups we get at the end, I actually managed to get 2 of the big 5. That is a win. That is a dub. I hope you enjoyed this podcast and therapy session for me, because I love talking about my feelings and talking things through. Drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel. You have been awesome. And I'll see you in the next video very soon.
Flying in a missile, haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits you. It's pick up, pixel.